Remember the good old days in Silicon Valley, where it seemed like every internet entrepreneur was getting financing for their company, no matter how questionable their business plan was? In a sports dominated by male athletes, it may be the women who are throwing the sport a curve. Not long after a grueling mission to Haiti, 74 troops from the LA County Search and Rescue Team are back on the road, this time to Chile. Our sister station, Telemundo 52, will select 8 finalists and a grand prize winner who will receive a trip for 2 to Cabo San Lucas. We'll check weather right after the break. This week, we hope the rain is not the only thing coming down. Gas prices have been hovering around $3 a gallon for the last few weeks. Cyberbullying has led this one school to take matters into their own hands. El presidente Barack Obama ha deportado más inmigrantes que su predecesor, George W. Bush, más de 320,000 indocumentados en el año fiscal 2010. It turns out that when it comes to saving your hearing, smaller is better. Valentine's Day can get pricey. However, expressing it doesn't have to leave you with a financial broken heart.
Between the chocolates and the present and the dinner, $275.
Consumers are expected to spend more than $345 million on chocolate alone this week.
Fine chocolate will melt immediately on your tongue.
Diane Crone should know. K Chocolatiers in Beverly Hills is known for making the Rolls-Royce of chocolate. With chocolate prices ranging from a few bucks to well over $50 per box, we hit the streets to see if you can tell the difference.
It's good.
To find out, we asked a dozen people to participate in a blind taste test.
I am surprised that it wasn't the most expensive chocolate that I like.
Although many testers were fans of Diane Crone's chocolate, the Ferrero Rocher was the winner.
If it's cheaper or less expensive, I would certainly be more inclined to pick that.
And with a Rocher box of 16 chocolates selling for only $7.99, it'll certainly be the winner for you, Romeos, on a budget. If you want to treat your honey to some fine dining, but don't want to break the bank, tip number 1. Go online. Websites like OpenTable.com show you some of the best Valentine's Day deals in your area. Everyone knows dining is nothing without the whining, but bubbly can get really expensive. Tip number 2, switch from champagne to a sparkling wine. Love doesn't come cheap, especially when you are talking red roses. To save some green, tip number 3, skip the high-end flower shops. Trim costs by checking your local grocer or head downtown to the Los Angeles Wholesale Flower Market, where you can save big.
I think I saved probably anywhere between $60 and $80.
Marita Vera, Channel 4 News.
And you have a beautiful day.
Not long after a grueling mission to Haiti, 74 troops from the LA County Search and Rescue Team are back on the road, this time to Chile.
They're excited to go out again. They're thrilled with the prospect to have this many deployments in such a short period of time. It's such a devastating thing to see to any country, and we never wish that on anyone.
Troops won't find out when they're leaving until hours before deployment, but it's expected to be sometime tomorrow afternoon. Marita Vera, Medill News Service. Portable media players have made it easier to listen to music anywhere you go, but your ears are paying the price.
I do have some hearing loss. I've experienced it. And it's probably due to listening to music too loud.
But hey, everybody does it.
In my time standing here, I've probably seen 6 people walk by with these identical earbuds in, blurring the music, the sense of isolation.
One of the easiest things you can do to save your hearing is choose the correct headphone. So which headphones are the best? It turns out that when it comes to saving your hearing, smaller is better.
Yeah, I would be surprised that these ones would be the best. I think that the ones that, cuff over your ears would be better.
When you're covering the outside, you're allowing sound to get in. You tend to want to overcome that by cranking up the volume. So when you use these isolator earphones, it's keeping out all the ambient noise. You can then set your levels lower on your personal listening device.
3 other steps you can take to reduce your hearing loss. Always use ear protection such as earplugs, especially at a concert or club. Have a hearing test every year or 2. And if you listen to a personal device, don't raise the volume setting above halfway.
An analyst covering medical equipment devices says portable media players clearly are going to be a long-term driver of hearing loss and the need to treat hearing loss. The trend for the hearing loss market is very good.
I think I will be investing in the hearing aid stock because honestly it's on the up because we're ruining our ears with stuff like this, so I would definitely invest in it.
Now it's up to you if you want to make hearing aid manufacturers richer. Marie De Vera, Medill reports.
Good morning, I'm Marie De Vera. It's January 8th, and here are some of the stories we're following today. All eyes this morning on 4 San Clemente homes that were damaged by a landslide. At this hour, they remain red tagged. The slide happened on Thursday night next to Shore Cliffs Golf Course. The owners of those 4 homes were allowed inside to get some of their things, but they weren't allowed to stay overnight. Last month was the second wettest on record in the area. Our Gina Kim will have a live report from the slide area in just a few minutes. And tourism in LA seems to be rebounding from the economic slump. The Convention and Visitors Bureau reports that about 25 million tourists came to visit the city last year. That's 2 million more than in 2009. Tourists also spent 10% more in 2010 compared to 2009. And the LA Bureau of Street Services is hoping to fix between 10 to 15,000 potholes in the next 2 days. The Bureau has received about 3,000 calls from people reporting street damage and other rain-related road damage since last week. About 50 crews will be sent to fix as many of them as possible. Today, the focus will be on neighborhoods south of Mulholland Drive. Tomorrow, they'll turn their focus to the San Fernando Valley. Another honor could be in store for LA Lakers star Kobe Bryant. Could being the operative word. NBC LA has learned that a request has been made to immortalize Kobe's hands and footprints at Grauman's Chinese Theater.
What did he do to deserve that? He's a basketball player, not an actor.
Grauman's, huh? Hey, if they want to do it, why not?
NBC LA talked with a man's theater chain which owns Grauman's. They've given the okay for a ceremony should it actually take place, possibly around the time of the All-Star game at Staples. They said it would be a mock ceremony and said they didn't know where the hand and footprints would actually be displayed, perhaps someplace other than the famous forecourt in the front of the theater. No comment this morning from Kobe or the LA Lakers. All over California, young people are overcoming the odds, and often behind those young people are their parents, who sacrifice a lot to make those dreams come true. Aziela Iniguez of our sister station, Telemundo 52, introduces us to a program her station has created to honor some of those parent heroes.
We may know what they do for a living, but only their children understand the real reason behind their hard work.
We know that parents have sacrificed and done whatever they needed to do to make sure that their kids go to college.
That's why Telemundo LA has launched again Padres Héroes, or Hero Parents, a campaign that wants to recognize the efforts of countless men and women that have done whatever it took to make sure their sons and daughters lead a better life. Like Roberto Alderete, who thanks to his own parents' vision, escaped gang initiation and went on to become a professor at USC, where his own daughter, Lauren, graduated in neuroscience and Latin American studies.
He has overcome every obstacle.
Or Samuel Perez, who worked in the fields in the mornings, in a car shop in the evenings, and as a gardener on the weekends to ensure that his 11 children could go to college, which they all did, some even getting up to 2 master's degrees. Padres Héroes is a way of rewarding these amazing parents. So if you think yours deserve this recognition, enter them into the contest.
All you need to do is tell us that story, the one you've always wanted to share, about how much your parents sacrificed to put you through school.
Visit NBCLA.com. The winners will receive different prizes, but time is of the essence, and to nominate someone, you have to act fast. The deadline is this Sunday. Good luck. Azalia Iniguez, Channel 4 News.
So do you know someone who is a parent hero? If so, tell us about them. Go to our website, NBCLA.com, and type Parent Heroes in the search box. That'll take you to a form where you can nominate them to receive a Parent Hero Award. Our sister station, Telemundo 52, will select 8 finalists and a grand prize winner who will receive a trip for 2 to Cabo San Lucas. We'll check weather right after the break. Remember the good old days in Silicon Valley, where it seemed like every internet entrepreneur was getting financing for their company, no matter how questionable their business plan was? Venture capitalist Steve Jurvetson sure does.
I do remember vividly getting 3 business proposals for selling pantyhose on the web. Nothing but pantyhose. Gazelle.com got venture financed.
Let's not forget how easy venture financing was. Dig's co-founder and CEO Jay Adelson recalls.
In the case of my startup in 1998, Equinix, we went public in 2000, and we raised, I think, in the first 5 years of that business, $980 million, right? A capitally intensive business. Could never be done. Could never be done now.
Now Silicon Valley is facing one of its toughest economic times. Tim Draper, co-founder of global venture capital firm Draper Fisher Jurvetson, agrees on the severity of this recession.
We're the piece that got sort of knocked to the side. And it's a little bit too bad because entrepreneurship and venture capital are exactly what the country needs right now and the world needs right now. These entrepreneurs who start new businesses help create new jobs. And that is what we're really lacking right now when the economy comes down like this.
It may seem counterintuitive to launch a startup during a recession, but many have successfully done so, just like William Hewlett and David Packard did during the Great Depression in this garage in downtown Palo Alto. Now a new crop of entrepreneurs are following in their footsteps, undaunted by the economic crisis.